Okay, so on today's video, we're going to be talking about the new movies and TV shows coming to Netflix this May 2017, which is what it is now. So first of all, we have two older movies that are coming. One that's considerably older. Forrest Gump was put on Netflix on the 1st of May. And if you don't know what Forrest Gump is, I'm not going to tell you. Also, Happy Feet, which is pretty adorable. And it's about like some animated penguins, and they're a little freaky. But I definitely recommend it. I do own it. So they have down for the 5th as the new season of Chelsea coming out, which is a great talk show hosted by Chelsea Handler. But it's already been out for like 2 weeks. I don't know why they listed it as the 5th, but it gives me an opportunity to say definitely check out Chelsea. If you're smart, hate Donald Trump, liberal, fun, like to drink, etc., like movies, like to watch interviews with people who are on Netflix programming, because since it's paid for by Netflix, they also use it to advertise their new programming, movies, TV shows, etc. Chelsea Handler, the great comedian, writer, talk show hostess, has been doing this show. She did it all last summer, and it was amazing. And I think it was on 3 or 4 days a week on Netflix, which was really cool because you would pull it up every day, and it would be like 20-some minutes long. But then towards the end, she was campaigning really hard for Hillary because of Trump being up for election, and unfortunately, we know what happened. But they're doing like more informative stuff this season, and they changed the format, so now it's almost an hour long, which I kind of preferred it the other way. But anyway, I can have it, I'll take it. So I'm not looking forward to it because I'm already watching it, but it's good. Check it out. There's a new Netflix mystery movie coming on the 5th also, and it's called Handsome, a Netflix mystery movie, and it's starring comedian Jeff Garlin, and it's like super quirky. It also has Steven Weber in it, and Natasha Lyonne is like a pervy like sidekick to him, which I have loved her for years since Slums of Beverly Hills. I was so excited when she got on Orange Is the New Black, and like even if it didn't look kind of funny, which it does look funny, I would still check it out for Natasha Lyonne. On March 8th, we have Beyond the Gates, which actually looks really freaking cool. So I read the write-up on this the other day, and the trailer even killed the write-up, and I already wanted to watch it from that, which is these two adult brothers, their father died, and they're going through his stuff, and he owned a video store, which, hello, that's all I heard. I heard, Dad owned a video store, horror movie, and I was like, I'm in. But also what they find is actually a VCR video game. Not a game, but like a board game that you use with the VCR, which, hi, I'm in my early 30s, and I watched a lot of videos, and I had like 5 different games for things. So I'm totally all about this movie. Awesome, quirky, funny, and they said it was very 80s, but to me, like I said, I was born in the 80s, but I feel like, I guess late 80s, early 90s is accurate. Okay, on May 9th, we're going to have a new comedy special from Norm Macdonald called Hitler's Dog, Gossip and Trickery. And most recently, if you, like me, binge watch Girl Boss, which, whole new video for that because, like, completely separate, so good. Norm Macdonald has a small role in that. So I guess he's in Netflix good graces now, which is awesome because they are producing so much original content now. Like, I'm looking forward to it. So, Norm Macdonald, I loved so much growing up. He was hosting Weekend Update on SNL. I think I've read recently that the reason he actually left SNL in the 90s was because someone else took Weekend Update, like a new cast member came in. I think it was Colin Quinn. But, also cool. But, Norm Macdonald, if I remember correctly, after that, they tried to launch him into stardom with some different comedies. I can't remember the movie right now, but like there was that movie where he was trying to take the old woman's money, like he needed to have her murdered, or like an accidental murder, whatever. I guess that's not a murder when you die accidentally. Anyways, the point is that Norm Macdonald should have went to stardom, but he did not. But I still love him. And I noticed recently his Dirty Work. I think that was the name of the movie or one of his movies, but he was doing like really cheesy, family-friendly comedy, like at Roast on Comedy Central. And then last year, when they had all of the comedians come through and do their impersonations of the fucking Colonel from KFC. I believe he was one of those, which is super weird. But yay, new Comedy Central from Norm Macdonald. So we're gonna watch it. Mindhorn, which is a Netflix original film, and this looks really fun. So there's this killer, and he will only come forward and talk to a fictional detective from a TV show that he likes. So they get a washed-up actor to play him, and or he's from the show. That would make more sense. At any rate, it looks really funny and awesome and quirky, and a lot of quirkiness going on in these movies. But I'm definitely going to check this out. For instance, on this trailer for the show, doctors removed his eye, and now he can literally see the truth. And the guy who plays him, he looks like an older, rougher Colin Firth. And in reality, they're probably like the same age, but he's much rougher. So, now there's Ian with an E, which is also a Netflix original, and it's going to be a series, season 1. And this is a remake of I guess based on the book, so you reimagining, I don't know. But it's Anne of Green Gables. Now, I grew up watching the PBS version of Anne of Green Gables, so I'm going to be partial to that. But if this is halfway good, I'm all for it. The trailer sort of kept my interest. The main girl is oddish, quirky-ish looking. She's not like a model, which is great. But I'm not totally sure she can keep my focus the whole time. But then again, it's not going to be like a bajillion-hour miniseries like the original, I'm assuming. So we're probably good to go with that one. May 15th, Sherlock Season 4, starring Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman. And I don't watch Sherlock. I'm just going to put that out there, that it's super popular, though, so I know other people are going to, and maybe you want to know that it's coming out. I know my fiancé and my father both are fans. I never particularly liked Benedict Cumberbatch until I saw him in Zoolander 2, and I was like, that was amazing. And then I watched Doctor Strange, and I was like, this is not a good movie. But also Martin Freeman, who is in everything. Like, he was in the freaking Santa Claus sketch that they recently had on SNL. And he was on Hot Fuzz. He's just, like, in a lot of stuff. But they're good actors, but I don't care about it. But you probably do. So I thought I should mention it. May 16th, Tracy Morgan, Staying Alive, Netflix original comedy special. I actually did not get a chance to look this up, but why would I even need to look it up? Because it's Tracy Morgan. He's awesome. He was on SNL for years. You should know who he is. Then he played a version of himself on 30 Rock. Then he got hit by like a freaking Walmart truck and almost died. So the name of the special is apropos and perfect, and I'm very excited about this. Love Tracy Morgan. May 18th, Royal Pains Season 8. I ain't even gonna lie. I have not watched Royal Pains since it was either the end of the first season or the beginning of the second, and I had no idea it was still on. But the guy who plays Conrad Bloom, and I know you don't know what that is, unless you're as old as me and you happen to watch Conrad Bloom in like 95, it was a sitcom, and I can never remember this guy's name, and I didn't even look up the show because every time I look up his name to talk about how awesome he is, I still forget his name. So I'm just calling him Conrad Bloom. I'm saying he was great on that episode of Sex City. He's been great in other movies I've seen him in, and Royal Pains is a good show. It's like this guy who lost his doctor's, like, he doesn't have the right to be a doctor anymore, but he's not allowed to practice, but he practices anyway on like rich people on the beach. So that's pretty cool. And I'm having such a bad time with the name right now, but the guy who's in it with him is amazing. I love that guy. Sorry, I'm bad with names, but you're awesome. May 22nd? No, I'm sorry. I almost missed May 19th, which is something I thought this was coming out. I actually thought this was coming out towards the end of April, and I was a little... I'm bummed, like, every week when I see it's not out yet. But The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Season 3. This show is so good. So, Ellie Kemper is the star as Kimmy Schmidt, and you may know her as that girl who came in towards the end of The Office with the red hair who dated James Spader. Or the really virgin girl from Bridesmaids movie. But she is so good in this, and it's just hilarious. I believe it's from some of the people who worked on 30 Rock. I read there's like a bunch of inside 30 Rock jokes or whatever. I didn't even notice most of them, which is crazy because I was like crazy about 30 Rock, so they must be very inside. But anyway, go back and watch the whole series. It's about this woman who was in a doomsday cult, and she was living in a guy's like bunker underground for years. And then her and the other girls escaped. and she moved to New York City to just start living her life. So it's great because you have, like, the juxtaposition of all of the great, like, loud stuff happening in New York City mixed with somebody who doesn't know what's going on from, like, the early 90s. So she's totally out of the loop. And the first season, she was just trying to get her footing and, like, get a job and stuff. And then the second season, she was, like, I believe starting to deal with dating. And then she has this neighbor, well, not neighbor, but this roommate named Titus. And oh my god, he is awesome. So Titus is this big black dude who's gay, like, very flamboyant, an actor. And he's, like, the most hilarious thing on the show. And that's pretty telling, because so many people, everyone's awesome on this show and hilarious. So, in the new commercial for the new season, he actually says to her, "Everybody's gay, Kimmy. It's the 90s. That is great. Let's just go there." Jane Krakowski was her boss, and she was just like this rich trophy wife, and you know her from 30 Rock, and also Ally McBeal. Love her. Also, you have Carol Kane. Sorry, I'm so bad with her name. But Carol Kane is, like, the really crazy, like, landlady neighbor. And I grew up with watching her in Scrooge. Like, every year, she was, like, the ghost of Christmas past or whatever. Present. One of the ghosts, but the one in the fairy outfit who, like, beats the shit out of Bill Murray because she's awesome. So definitely check out Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Oh, yes, and also John Hamm was the cult leader. So pretty cool. May 22nd, we have Inglourious Basterds, the awesome Quentin Tarantino movie starring Brad Pitt and Michael Fassbender of X-Men, and it introduced most of us to Christoph Waltz, who's an amazing actor. And Inglourious Basterds is, it's from 2009, but, like, I feel like it came out 2 years ago, so, whoa, life is just going by so fast. But it's basically a comedy about Nazis. And I know that's really hard to get, but, oh, such a good movie. May 23rd, Graves. Now, this movie stars Ted Levine from Monk and Silence of the Lambs. And, I mean, for me, when I got into watching Monk a few years ago, when I discovered I was on the autism spectrum, and I was, like, addicted to it, but I had a huge crush on Ted Levine. It's just, like, I don't know why, and it's really weird. But he's, like, a grizzly old father in this movie, and his daughter's brother, so his son dies, but it's how it affects the girl. I'm not sure this is good. I'm not even sure the trailer looks good. I just want to watch him in a movie. Honesty. So, May 26th, War Machine, starring so many people. It's Brad Pitt's movie. If you watch the trailer, Brad Pitt is all over this, mugging the shit out of it. But it also stars Topher Grace, Anthony Michael Hall, and Griffin Dunn, Ben Kingsley, and Tilda Swinton. But basically, Brad Pitt works in the military and is trying to win a war. And he's, like, so serious but funny about it. And it looks pretty good. I was not, like, excited for this when I first heard about it, just because Brad Pitt's getting really old, and it makes me sad, and, like, I don't know, lots of stuff with Brad Pitt that is not how it was 20 years ago when I was growing up, but this looks really good. May 30th, which, hello, my birthday, and F is for Family has the second season coming out. If you did not watch F is for Family, just go watch it. This is the second season. So the first season came out last year. So funny. It's an animated sitcom. It stars Bill Burr as the father, Laura Dern as the wife, Justin Long as the son, and Sam Rockwell as their, like, horny as shit neighbor. And he works at, like, the airport, and I didn't even realize it was the comedian Bill Burr, who I've watched his stand-up specials. And he's funny. Like, I don't always agree with what he's saying, but he's funny. The show's so good. It's, like, I believe it's set in the early 80s. It's either the very early 80s or the very late 70s, but it's, like, the old classic format of sitcoms, kind of like All in the Family, except harsher and way better. And you get to see how the kids react to stuff, the ridiculous stuff the parents do. The dad's, like, unintentionally racist on this one episode, like, he comes across that way, and just the fallout is amazing. It's really good, and I didn't even realize there were only 6 episodes, because I know I've rewatched it 2 or 3 times, so definitely, highly recommend. And there's also a new Sarah Silverman special called A Speck of Dust. I can't find a trailer for this. She's just so, like, rough in your face. I know she's trying hard, but I really enjoy her comedy. So I know that's a lot of stuff. Obviously, there's more stuff coming to Netflix, but that's the good stuff. I'm Mary or Miss Emma MM. I can't even remember if I introduced myself to being in this video. But check that shit out. The new Netflix stuff, movies and TV shows, originals and stuff, you know, they got the rights to air for May. Netflix pioneered the streaming industry. They have been losing stuff lately, but that's because they're focusing on the original programming. And I've been a little upset about that just because they're losing a lot of good stuff. But with so many good things coming out this month and in the last 2 or 3 months, I'm more on board. So I believe keep an eye out because I'm going to be doing a lot more streaming videos. Just for this month, I have to tell you about what's on Amazon Prime, what's on Hulu, what's on the HBO and Showtime additional channels that you can get added on to different services. And check out my previous videos. I did a review on that awesome Jason Segel movie about the suicide, and that was really good. Also a Netflix original. It's a lot of good stuff going on this channel lately. I've been not reviewing, but telling you the top episodes of all the seasons of The Simpsons. So you're going to want to keep an eye on that because I have a lot more seasons to go. And I also like to review other stuff, you know, beer. I like to go to conventions. I like fashion, whatever. Let me know if there's any particular movies that you would recommend. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I hadn't heard of something, so I didn't tell you about it. Oh, shoot. I think I did miss one thing, which was, May 9th, Queen of the South, Season 1. This woman is going in and basically taking over her husband's drug kingpin division. I saw a lot of commercials for this in front of movies at the movie theater when I went to visit Orlando last summer. It looks semi-decent. I'm not positive how good it is, but I'm going to check it out. So, those are my picks. A lot of movies and TV shows for May 2017. Please like, share, and subscribe. Come back, and have an awesome evening.